This program contains moving graphics and music. Please adjust your screen and/or volume according to your needs. Hello and welcome to Playdates. My name is Jose Garza, Museum Educator at the Contemporary Museum, St. Louis. Although Playdates have adopted to comply with the health and safety concerns due to COVID-19, your family will find many artful activities to enjoy the second Saturday morning of the month. Follow along as Playdates offer fun activities for making at home. A different visual theme is explored each time. Activity packets with supplies are provided free prior to booking and can be picked up at CAM's Visitor Services Desk while supplies last. There's plenty of entertainment in store as well with performing artists. This month, we'll learn about lines, spotlight Rachel Youn's current exhibition titled Gather, and enjoy storytelling and songs from our special guest and friend, Steph Plant. If you have not had a chance to pick up an activity packet, don't worry. This program is being recorded and you'll be able to access it on our YouTube page after today. Pick up a free activity packet with all supplies during regular museum hours. Hours are posted on our website. This month's theme is Lively Lines. We'll learn about different lines and how artists use lines in their creations. The activity packet contains scratch art paper sheets and connect the dot activity coloring pages for you to apply what we learn and to experiment on your own, plus a few extras. Let's begin. So, what is a line? A line is when two or more points in space connect. You can make a line using a pencil, crayon, chalk, or a brush. There are many different types of line. Let's explore different types of lively lines together. Lines can be straight or wavy. They can be thick or thin. Lines can be horizontal or vertical. Lines can be zigzags or diagonals. Lines can be very expressive. And for artists, they're basic tools for creating artworks. What is your favorite type of line? My favorite lines are wavy lines. Wavy lines appear to move and feel energetic to me. They remind me of dancing inflatable tube figures. And they also remind me that I like to dance. Artists can use different types of lines to imply movement or stillness and to create different shapes. Using different combinations of lines, it expands our possibilities and our creativity. The activity packet contains scratch art paper and connect the dot coloring pages for you to practice what we learned, plus a few extras. For this month's Playdate, we're going to spotlight the exhibition featuring Rachel Youn's exhibition titled Gather, which is part of the Great Rivers Biennial. This is a collaboration between CAM and the Gateway Foundation that recognizes talented emerging and mid-career artists working in the greater St. Louis area and provides each recipient with a $20,000 award in a major exhibition at the museum. I'm going to present a virtual gallery tour of the exhibition. It includes many different kinetic sculptures made from resource objects from home decor stores and secondhand online shopping sites like Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. These are called kinetic sculptures because they move. You will also hear a soundtrack commissioned by the artist, performed by the St. Louis-based band God's Bod. It is a combination of dance music and evangelical Korean church services where the congregation feverishly prays together. This immersive installation toggles between a lively church gathering and a dance floor. Please adjust your volume accordingly. There are different types of lines in the artworks as well. See if you can spot any of your favorites.
Hallelujah. Let us pray.
기도하겠습니다.
Father, in the name of Jesus,
아버지 예수님의 이름으로 기도드립니다.
the most anointed name,
예수님 가장 놀랍게 기름 부음을 받으신 분입니다.
the most exalted name,
예수 이름은 가장 높임을 받으신 이름입니다.
the name above the earth,
그 이름은 모든 이름 위에 뛰어난 이름입니다.
the name above all names.
모든 이름 위에 뛰어난 이름입니다.
Father, be glorified here today.
오늘 이곳에서 그 이름으로 부름을 받으시고 영광을 받으시옵소서.
In the mighty name of Jesus.
능력의 이름 예수 이름으로 기도드립니다.
Lord, as I speak to your people,
주님 오늘 주의 백성들에게 말씀을 전합니다.
please open their spiritual ears
저들의 듣는 귀를 열어주시옵소서.
and their spiritual eyes,
저들의 영적인 눈을 열어주시옵소서.
that they may hear this
그래서 이 말씀을 듣게 하시옵소서.
and see this
그리고 이 말씀을 보게 하시옵소서.
in the mighty name of Jesus.
저는 예수님의 이름으로 기도드립니다.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Please help me welcome our special guest, Steph Plant. Steph Plant is a Montessori preschool teacher, singer-songwriter, and children's book author, based out of Edwardsville, Illinois. Her currently published book, based on her song Slithering Snake, has become a favorite in schools, libraries, and homes around the world since 2017. In 2019, she recorded her first children's album, Moth Wings and Other Things, which features 12 enchanting original songs inspired by the natural world. Steph received her BA in Fine Arts from Greenville University in 2009 and was trained at the Montessori Training Center in St. Louis to be certified as an AMI primary guide in 2014. She taught preschool at Metro East Montessori School in Granite City, Illinois, until the birth of her son in 2018, and now works with her books, music, and an active toddler full-time. This presentation also includes music, so you may want to adjust your volume accordingly.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining this program. My name is Steph Plant. I'm a singer-songwriter, a children's book illustrator and author, and I'm also a Montessori teacher. And today I would love to read you my book and sing a few songs to you and talk to you a little bit about how I make my art. So when I was a Montessori teacher, the children in my classroom loved animals, and they especially loved snakes. I was very curious about snakes too, and we learned a lot about snakes together. And I would write little songs for them throughout the day about things they were interested in. And I wrote a song about snakes that they really loved, and they wanted me to sing it every day. And it became one of our favorites. So I just drew some pictures, and I compiled them all together because I decided I wanted to make a book that went along with my song. And here it is. This is the cover that I designed for it with two snakes. The book and the song are called Slithering Snake. To slither means to move in a slithery way across the ground, back and forth on your stomach. That's how a snake moves. And I like the word slither. And the young children in my classroom had a fun challenge trying to say that word, slither. So I'm going to go ahead and read you this book. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to open it up. All right. It says, slithering, slithering, slithering snake. Lives on the land or lives in a lake. He doesn't have arms and he doesn't have legs. When he was young, he popped out of an egg. Little baby snake. Slithering, slithering, slithering snake. Slithering, slithering, slithering snake. Tree snake, also known as the green tree boa, lives in the jungle. Python. The other name for this is the ball python. Excellent camouflage. Anaconda, a very impressively large snake. It can also swim underwater. Viper. This one is a great horned viper. Lives in the desert. Spiky. Garter. This is a harmless snake that lives in North America. Common garter snake. Black mamba. This snake has very sharp fangs. You could see a black mamba if you went to the zoo, but they're not wild here in North America. Diamondback is the diamondback rattlesnake. You can see his rattle up here and the diamond shapes on his back. Copperhead. This is a venomous snake that lives here in North America as well. Big boa, also known as the boa constrictor. Coral snake, a venomous snake with very bright colors on its body in a special pattern. Corn snake. This snake eats rodents that live in cornfields. And the king cobra with his special hood pops out whenever he's threatened. Cobra. Slithering, slithering, slithering snake. Lives on the land or lives in a lake. This one's snatched an egg from a bird's nest. And this one snatched a fish. He's very afraid, so he slithers away. Snakes are more afraid of you than you are of them. Slithering, 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 snake. I imagine this to be a picture of a snake with its babies. All animals come from families. There's a bunch of cool facts on these other pages about the different types of snakes that I wrote about. And on this page, we have some special symbols and patterns. This is called musical notation, so that if there's a person who knows how to play piano or guitar, they can figure out how to accompany someone who's singing the song, and there's notation for a person to be able to sing the melody. That's the language of music right there. And here is a symbol called a QR code, so that you can scan that code and be able to hear the recording that I made of this song. I'm going to sing you this song with my guitar in just a couple minutes. On the last page of my book, I talk about how I made all of the illustrations that you saw. See, I'm an artist, and it's important to me that I use techniques that are really fun. And the technique that I wanted to use was called relief block print, which means, here, I'll get it a little closer so you can see. I used sharp carving tools to cut into a material called linoleum. And I cut away everything that I didn't want to appear in my final design, and I basically created stamps. So I would make a stamp with these sharp carving tools. Then I would rub some ink on my stamp and press it onto some paper. Finally, I would use watercolor paint, and I would color in the image that I had stamped on the paper. And I did that for all of the pictures in the book. It took me a long time, but it was really, really fun. And in the end, I was really proud of it. And I got my picture on the back because I'm the author and the illustrator. And maybe someday, when you're a little older, you'll be able to make a book of your own about something that you're interested in. So, now that I've read you the book, I'll sing you the song that goes with the book on my instrument here. Now this is called an acoustic guitar. You see it has a long, wide neck. It's got a head and these tuning pegs. Now the tuning pegs are wound so that the strings are connected to them, wound tightly, so that the strings can be nice and tight across the neck and the body, connected down into this bridge. It's got a circular sound hole, a curvy shaped body, and 6 strings. Now I wrote this song in a minor key because I wanted it to sound kind of mysterious, because that's what makes me curious about snakes. of the song, I like to make it sound a little bit like maybe a snake rattling. So that's the song that I wrote that's at the back of the book. And I hope you enjoyed it. I'm also going to play you another song on a different instrument. This instrument here is like a guitar in some ways, but it's different in other ways. It's called a banjo. And the reason I like banjos is because they're really fun to play and they're a little bit loud and twangy. It's a stringed instrument like the guitar. It has strings on it. It's got a neck like the guitar has. It's got a head and some tuning pegs. But it's a little bit different. It has a round-shaped body. It doesn't have any sound hole. And it has 5 strings and not 6. And the tuning pegs are placed a little bit differently, as you can see. Sounds a little bit different too, doesn't it? This is a song I wrote about when you're getting ready for the day and you're about to go outside, but it's fall or it's winter and it's not very warm. This is a song called It's a Little Bit Chilly Outside. It's a little bit chilly outside. It's a little bit chilly outside. It's a little bit chilly, come sit next to me. It's a little bit chilly outside. It's a little bit chilly outside. It's a little bit chilly outside. It's a little bit chilly, come sit next to me. It's a little bit chilly outside. My cheeks and toes are rosy and the wind is blowing high. Can't wait till we're all cozy and hanging our socks up to dry. It's a little bit chilly outside. It's a little bit chilly outside. It's a little bit chilly, come sit next to me. It's a little bit chilly outside. And that's a song I like to play on the banjo. While I have you here, I thought I might talk to you a little bit more about making my drawings and making the beautiful pictures that I did for my snake book. You know, it's really not hard to draw a snake. I'd like to teach you how if you're interested. I have a piece of paper here and I have my pen. Now, snakes slither, as I said. Their bodies are very flexible and they can go back and forth really gracefully. So if you're going to draw a picture of a snake, you wouldn't make it a straight line. You'd make it a curvy, sinuous line. And it's quite easy to make a snake. You just have to let your hand go free across the page in a bit of a curvy way. Anybody can draw a snake. The part that I like to teach people is how to make it look a little bit thicker and how to have a face and some designs on it. So you've got your curvy line you've made here. Now we're going to start back here with the tail. We're going to follow that line, follow it all the way, exactly how you've done before until you get to the end, almost there, and stop. Now, doesn't that look like a snake's body? Now, you're going to make a cute little head. I like to make a little bump, and then maybe a little nose. Can't forget the eye. I like to give mine big eyes so it looks pretty cute. A little nostril, and a forked tongue. Snakes stick their tongues out so that they can smell what's in the air. They smell with their tongues. Now, do you think I should make this into a diamond back? Give it a little rattle. Making some diamond shapes on its back, which really just look like triangles from this point of view. It's really enjoyable to make pictures of snakes. Anybody can do it. I've been practicing for a long time, but I bet if you got a pen and a piece of paper, you'd be able to make a cute snake. Let's turn the tail into a little rattle. Give it some little marks to make it look like it's shaking. And that's one way to draw a snake that looks like it's slithering. Just starts with a nice curvy line. You know, before I go, I'm going to sing one more song for you with the guitar. Snakes come in all the colors of the rainbow. There are red snakes, green snakes, blue snakes, black snakes. There might even be a purple snake out there, I'm not sure. I wrote a song about the rainbow. And I like to have songs to remind me of how to remember things that I sometimes forget. When I was younger, I would sometimes forget about the order of the colors in the rainbow. And so it was helpful for me to have a little song that I'd sing in my head to remind me what order the colors go in on a rainbow. Red like a fire truck, orange like a sunset, yellow like lemonade, green like a leaf and blue like the sea, and purple like a juicy grape. Red like a fire truck, orange like a sunset, yellow like lemonade, green like a leaf and blue like the sea, and purple like a juicy grape. Rainbow, rainbow, way up high, you are smiling in the sky. Rainbow, rainbow, now I see all your colors staring back at me. They're red like a fire truck, orange like a sunset, yellow like a lemonade, green like a leaf and blue like the sea, purple like a juicy grape. Red like a fire truck, orange like a sunset, yellow like a lemonade, green like a leaf and blue like the sea, and purple like a juicy grape. I like grapes so much that I even have grape earrings on. Can you see them? Little berries. I like colors. I like rainbows. I like snakes. Writing a song is pretty fun and easy as long as you like to sing. And I like to write songs about things that I think are interesting. Maybe someday you'll write some songs about something that you think is interesting, and you'll be able to share it with people who are interested. I hope you enjoyed my little program today, and I'm really grateful to have been asked to be part of it. So thank you so much for being with me today. If you are interested in my album, I made a record of all of my original songs. You can download it on the internet. And if you're interested in buying one of my books, you can follow a link that's on this program so you get connected to where you can purchase one of my books on the internet as well. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and thanks again for joining. Bye-bye.
Join us again next month for Playdates. The featured theme will be Totally Texture. The program will air on Saturday, January 9th, with special guest Skystone Conservatory for the Arts. Pick up activity packets for Totally Texture starting Thursday, January 7th during regular museum hours and while supplies last. Check out the flyer provided in your packet for more information. And you can follow us on Instagram at CamSTL and at Cam_Youth Programs. Stay safe, and we'll see you again soon.